Mas estamos de volta, voltamos para o quadro interativo do Entretendo, é o Cineclube. Aqui a gente recebe dicas dos nossos amigos telespectadores. Aí a equipe do Entretendo busca informações de bastidores que não aparecem na telona. E a gente traz aqui na tela da sua televisão. Solta aí o quadro Cineclube. Em 2009 foi lançado o longa Sherlock Holmes.
I think we all agreed we wanted it to be more exciting, funnier, more thrilling, more mysterious than the first.
Estrelado por ninguém menos que Robert Downey Jr. e Jude Law. O filme fez bastante sucesso. Resultado, não demorou muito para que uma continuação chegasse às telas. Em 2011, foi a vez de Sherlock Holmes, o Jogo das Sombras.
The story starts in London. It goes basically through the countryside very fast and to the coast, hops across the channel, winds us down to Paris, then from Paris to Germany, and from Germany to Switzerland.
There is a shorthand in the creative process, particularly when it came to number two, because we pretty much had the same team. So yeah, everyone, it was that much easier, number two, than it was in the first one, because everyone knew what we were doing.
E os dois astros principais voltaram a dar vida a Holmes e seu fiel escudeiro, Watson. Já deu para perceber que a ação é o que não falta nessa superprodução, e a equipe, claro, trabalhou incansavelmente até encontrar os melhores cenários.
One of the things that worked, I think, very, very well on the last one was the recreation of Victorian London using a combination of real locations and visual effects to sort of create this world of London that one hadn't seen before. And we thought, wouldn't it be fun to do the same on a bigger scale, to do it in Europe, to show Paris in the 19th century, to show Strasbourg at that time, to get a sense of continental Europe in the same way that we've shown London, and give a sort of reality to the world that wasn't possible before you had the sort of sophisticated visual effects that we have now.
Quite seldom do you film where the story's set. So we do the usual thing, which is that when we're confronted with a location on the page, our designer, Sarah, comes up with imaginative ways of creating that. She has a fantastic ability to go to a location and see it differently.
Trying to kind of come at them with a fresh approach, you know, because we all know these locations and, you know, it's the practicality. We have to shoot within London. And, you know, so it's kind of as much as possible looking upon them as a kind of blank canvas that you build upon them. You know, the Hampton Court Gardens is the Eiffel Tower. And the other reason why we're here is that we have King Henry VIII's kitchens, which is doubling for our Paris kitchens circa 19th century.
Dá pra se perder mesmo com tantos lugares. Os atores tinham que estar muito bem preparados para mergulhar de cabeça nessas filmagens. Para isso, Jude e Robert começaram a ensaiar muito antes de filmar.
Sometimes it's crazy making because we know that lack of preparation doesn't make for a spontaneous performance. So we tend to work our asses off and then be spontaneous on top of it. So really, to do it the way we like to do it, I think it's a full-time job. You got to do it all day long. You have to have the scenes in the best possible shape they can be in, and then you have to play with them on top of that.
Like you said, if it starts to go on, it will just be like, it's how much information we need to get out. I find him, what is it at the moment? Hey, you couldn't run from me. What kind of a friend are you? You give me all this money.
Jude, he's our standout thinker these last couple of days. He's coming up with all the right ideas.
It's just a case of keep an eye on each other. Everyone arrives different every day with a different energy and a new idea, and we want it to get faster and better and bigger and brighter and all those things.
Yes, that's all it takes. So easily. It's going to be a smooth rest of the shoot with this sort of attitude.
E mesmo assim, a equipe toda conseguiu se divertir durante o trabalho.
I made it very clear from the get-go what he wanted to create, and he was true to his word.
And I can tell that he's really, really giddy and happy about some of the tech stuff he was able to do, and to keep infusing this film with that kind of Guy Ritchie style.
O vilão é o inteligentíssimo professor Moriarty. Ele e Holmes travam batalhas intelectuais e também físicas, claro. Uma das cenas de tirar o fôlego é o momento em que os dois caem de um precipício.
And I kind of get chills thinking about it because there's I forget which book, the Memoirs of Sherlock Holmes. There's an old illustration of the way that Moriarty and really Holmes meet their demise, supposedly at Reichenbach Falls.
You look like you're on a fun there, right?
I think just as Doyle would have wanted it, there was this sense of a real kind of epic sweeping nature to how, why, and where things happen, and so it's a fitting kind of majestic and terrifying way for two foes to go at it, you know, on that precipice.
Mas se você acha que nós vamos mostrar o que acontece depois dessa queda, está muito enganado. Você vai ter que assistir ao filme. Ah, aproveita e assiste o primeiro também, para ficar por dentro da história toda. Quem sabe ainda não surge uma terceira produção, hein?
Well, how do you end the fight?